Hey there, Scorpio. This is Joy with Joy of the World, here to take an intuitive peek into the energies going on around you. Friends and subscribers, welcome back. And if you're new to this channel, click that subscribe button down below, baby. It is free as always. And as always, I am happy to have you here joining us, sharing your beautiful self with our energy. And we have a story coming in, let me tell you. Five of Discs, Five of Pentacles. What you holding on to, baby? Here I see that you're taking your power back from this situation and choosing the one. And I'm going to say clap in a circle for you, Scorpio. How amazing that you have chosen yourself. Not to stay connected to that dead end. You got some asamahole going on in there. That's some whoever. But you're deciding to take your power back and to live your cheerful life. The sunny side of life. The bright side. The right side up. Not having to go through the tunnel of death no more. You were looking for the tunnel of love. So the good thing is, this week, first of all, you might want to check out the Sagittarius read that's going to follow this, because patience is definitely one of their cards. Patience, we could say, is a virtue, but really patience is a process. So there's a little bit of processing going on here for you that we're going to find out about. But for now, Big Papa, Big Daddy Saturn has brought in the sun to bring in some clarity and centralize you into your energy, to get you into the center of your universe, right? So that you can connect in divine with the cosmos and have the benefits therein. No more confusion or karma or other energies as such, which are diminishing and devaluing. So that's why you're doing this. You're choosing this, coming in alignment with the soul song that is rising up called you. Now, between the sun and Big Papa, we have this coming on in. Is showing us to focus. And again, reiterating strong Sagittarian energy going on here. Who are you dealing with? So I could say it's moving on, moving forward, moving into a bit of the untethering, some of the freedom of the mind, the freedom of expression, diving into a bit more of the spiritual side and not just some of the deeper pleasures of life, but those that titillate the heart and the mind and the soul and put them all together in a stream of motion. Now, some of you might need to wind backwards and go take a peek at Taurus or one of the Taurian reads here at the channel. They are all timeless, even the timed and dated ones. Your soul, your spirit, and your guides are not wrong. They are on point and they are guiding you to the information that you seek. But I'm seeing a pretty strong tether to Sagittarius and Taurus. They keep stopping there because it has a connection to your destiny. For many of you, a connection to love, or even an unearthing about love. So a little quickie on the zodiac and the wheel of fortune, the eye of God, that type of thing, is often where we have empty houses or what we would call difficult birth placements. Now, it doesn't have to stay that way, baby. That's just like, when a road is closed, you remap and reroute, right? But empty houses are often places where we will inject karma and lessons for the sake of nothing going on there. So we want something to be going on, and we can tend to draw in drama, test, corrections, things like that. Often somebody to sit across from us in that we call it love, right? And that's where you're coming in on the bungholio over here. So that could be a bit of the Sagittarius, because the Gemini Sagittarius node placement that we have going on, Sagittarius is on the south node, the decreasing end, the being able to move away from it and going more towards, it's weird, you're using the word scarcity for Gemini. I would translate that a bit more to exclusivity. Okay, being exclusive, being choosy about who you spend your time with. Forgive my hair, Scorpio. I came this way, but being choosy about who you spend time with. Okay, so that's a little bit of what we got going on there, and this is amazing because under the Five of Discs, this card of choosing yourself and being choosy, we have the Star and the one holding the star. coming in. I love it that here you are coming in as the magician holding the star instead of the hermit, the star in the jar. This is you opening and offering yourself to yourself. First divine connection, that's where it all begins, and that's where the wheel does begin to turn. Oh, gotcha. That is a warning. Scratch that, rewind. Sagittarius would be taking you in reverse. But sometimes you got to back out the driveway to go forward, and you're talking about to turn the wheel. You need to return for a moment, check out some things in the Gemini, through Gemini to Taurus, and then let the energy bring you on back. Kind of like the way you lace up a shoe. You know how you zigzag and weave it back and forth to bring it all together? That's specific for you here, Scorpio. Okay? Now, along with the magician, he's out in the Cyprus, places that can flourish in deep water, and you are deep water, not just deep, cool water. You are hot water. So how do we keep ourselves out of hot water and stay connected to ourselves? Well, there's very much a cooling of the moon showing up, but also I see quite a bit of sunrise. Now, I don't know if you've ever sun gazed, but it is only done at the cracking of the sun over the horizon in the morning. There's some nutrition there. It doesn't mean you have to look at the sun. Being out there, getting your vitamin D, which is very soothing, very cooling, making that connection with the beginning of the day, the brightening of the sun, and that is a lot of the patience and the Sagittarius coming in, delighting yourself in the connection with nature around you. Interesting. Now, with that, we have the 9 of Rods coming on in, and that takes something that was once a tight fit and begins to weave it together into a perfect fit, perfectly fitted for you, lacing it up, bringing yourself in. That's a bit of Helleborus going on there. So when things could seem scarce, you're the one you can count on. When things present themselves as being scarce, turn your sunshine on. Connect with the sun. Connect with your nature. That warming deep water, the water of ideas coming up from down below, long since hidden, maybe from your youth, which is why you're weaving back through Gemini to nip Taurus and to come on back. Some of you may have something back there in Taurus. So let's see what we got. Let's get another true heart. I don't want to go forward on this just yet. Yeah, I know. I see 6 of Hearts sitting over there, which is obvious. Okay. There's some mending going on. It's got very Hierophant energy showing up in this 6 of Cups, this 6 of Hearts, that is a bit of a hindrance to the soulmate energy that you're wanting to bring, and it's leaving a portal, a black hole between the space and your mind where spirit is trying to come in. It's an optical illusion of sorts that is showing up, because what I really see is the waters, the vistas. For some of you, there is Greece beyond here, Greece. There's some Grecian connections, ancient Grecian roots. Maybe even studying some of the gods or goddesses or the lore or text from that area. But this is a divinity here that's trying to show you love, but it was not seen as such. Somehow you are dressed in gold, fine as gold, but it didn't seem enough. But what I'm picking up here is a lot of that has to do with your mind. Your mind. Yes, what came out of their head may not have suited you, okay, and fit you, because they were coming out of where they were coming from. It was a whole different generation. And so their generational standards and norms were limiting to who you were. Although there was a bit of you moving into that and trying to satisfy that and to please this energy, this person, this dynamic. Maybe it even had a lot to do with going to school, obtaining a particular university degree, or in an area of study that wasn't quite your own, or trying to measure up in academics when maybe you had a whole different bent of expression going on. Maybe some of that freedom of expression, the Sagittarian, the little bit more self-taught, self-learned, connected through the spirit, as opposed through society and Saturn. So it's interesting that this was coming in to talk about what once used to be a tight fit now fits you comfortably. So it's like giving yourself a bit of grace, but moving on into the glory that what may have been an unlovely situation or less than perfect, or you thought left you scarred, it just left you hemmed in. It may have taken some time away, played some mind games on you, and caused you to diminish who you were. But the one neat thing about that is, like with this patience is wanting to mend that time, to restore it and to return it to you like a portal, like this, with this portal of grace going on, where there seems to be a mar, a loss of sorts. Let's get something on this. What are we going to find? Let's delve into the tattoo. Let's get a little bit more on this for Scorpio. So what once was a tight fit is now perfect for you. So maybe you got a little bit too comfortable here. What? Hold on. Okay. Okay, I see you. I thought I heard a turn. I thought I heard a turn, and at the bottom is justice. So justice will restore and bring back the balance of what is needed here in this area and in this vicinity, because you're showing me this time like the Six of Cups being a channel, being a connection to anything from past or previous, that it could be beautiful and divine and open and clear, because like Greece, the white and the blue, the clarity, the truth, the blank slate, the fresh start, the feeling new, bright and sunny at the beginning of each morning, each day, where all life originates from and life springs forth from, because that is what this is wanting to hearken to and hint at. Okay, so let's go back and let's weave this, let's mend this. All right, because there apparently was some loss, a big loss. You're talking about the key and the wheel and like your vault, but like, they're called something specific. You create this guardianship, this like, not a totem, like it's kind of like a talisman, but it's a little bit different, more specific as a form of protection. But I would also say connection, because the bank vault is something that you want the ability to open and not get sealed inside. That's where you put your treasure and not yourself. Well, let's open you up. That's where you put yourself. It's obvious. You want to know why? The card that came with it? Four of Coins. Remember, you choose yourself. And this is you coming out of the bungholio. The asinine thinking. No more assuming what people are thinking about you, Scorpio. Let's get you on out of there and extract you out, body, mind, and soul, so that you can be free to level up, to shoot up. And I love it because it's going to be kind of a bit of a wormhole going on here, Big Papa, Big Daddy here, to shortcut and not shortchange, to get you caught up on time, in place, woven together, knitted together, whole, perfect, and divine. So I love that the Magician and the Star have come together, and you're thinking, whatever it takes, whatever is necessary, I am willing to do that. So remember, we were talking about this Greece, the hidden key up under here is kind of the clean slate in the mind. The clean slate, not just the clarity of thought, but the clean slate from which it's coming from. It's almost like wiping the windshield and getting that cleared off. So what we have going on up above the Nine of Rods is this. Remembering to fill your cup first. What you seek is you. The restoration of the high heart energy coming up, meditation, centering and alignment, coming in your auric space, coming in from this space beneath you. Yeah, because the sun is lighting up now as we're seeing all this, okay? Firing up, coming into the possession of who you are and not getting closed out of your own energy. That tricking, that duping. I've watched it happen with a number of Scorpios where people really are so attracted and enamored to you, man, woman, child, whatever, is sexual, non-sexual, and it's all like, ooh, and that playing kind of wakes you up, just like, when you greet a dog at the door and you're like, hey there, and they get all excited and they start running around, because that's your nature and your energy is to be celebrated, but also to celebrate others. That is somehow it flips the script and it locks you out of yourself in that response, because some of it then seems to be a game playing, an exchange of energies that is unhealthy. And that's what this is about. Okay. Well, above the Four of Cups, I love it because we have the Queen of Discs coming on. And this is sitting beside the Five of Discs like this. that you choose yourself. And as we see, we made up for this perceived loss of time, this loss of energy. Patience, the magnificence of patience, the mending of patience, the energy of divinement that Big Papa is weaving together with the sun through oil, through the focus coming on in and doing that kickback and that return. For many of you, there were some issues going on when there was Venus retrograde going on around the time of Taurus is where it began. Some certain things coming in that maybe felt you stirred up your hopes again, false hopes, things like that, or even stirred up the trash, which you certainly didn't want to go there again. But this is you coming back out. This is you now in your hands, having moved from this through these energies, divining the star that you are, setting yourself free from that tight place, from being locked in that vault, the impossibility, and coming into the truth of who you are. And that lights up your divinement, your crown of victory, your crown of glory. It's very much got white stag energy going on here. Man or woman, this doesn't matter. This is you. Also leading into the Empress. And it's more like the IMPRESS, to impress people, that you are impressive in how you hold your own energy, how you hold your own skill. That's what this patience card is coming in about. The process of allowing things to unfold a little bit to gain that awareness of what is really going on and to perceive which way things are going, right? So that your energy doesn't get turned back on you and create a backlash and an entanglement with yourself. Wow. Wow. Okay, and that'll do away with this bit of hiding that had been going on over here. This obscuring and hiding for some time, kind of like playing yourself as a bit of a joke, hindering your progress, playing into other people's ideas of who you are and how you can be seen, but coming into the progressiveness, coming into the fulfillment and the trust in the truth of who you are. There's some soft earthen energy being introduced here, and that's making me think along the lines of Virgo. All right, so that's beautiful. That'll take you through Gemini to nab up the Taurus and come back through Virgo to level it and to temper it out. And that's where the goldness really becomes like the stone gets set in the setting of the ring, and it lodges in there and really brings in solidity for you. And that's what enables you to shoot forward into the sweet life, into the good life, away from this old undoings. Because again, this is reiterating the same imagery of like what is going on here. What was perceived or projected or seemed like what was coming as doom to end you, but choosing to move forward in your own energy, okay? Choosing yourself, your golden self, your divinity, your power to think clearly, the power to know what is best for you and where you should be placed. And that's not inside the vault, okay? No locking away, no more hiding, but coming forward in the truth and the trust of yourself, trusting that you have your dreams protected, that spirit life has your back here and has it covered, and the tree of life is coming in when it comes to relationships and connections, Scorpio. So I hope this has helped. I want you to remember an affirmation today is that I choose to be seen and known for who I am. I choose to be seen and known for who I am. And I hope that for you, Scorpio. You're beautiful and you're divine. I'm glad you tuned in here to bring us your amazing energy to our crayon box. The love to color this world with joy. And that is who you are. The joy of self coming forward, big, bold, bright, and beautiful. And as always, these readings are timeless. Maybe check out those couple of other ones. That could be Virgo, Taurus, Sagittarius. Leave your comments and compliments down below to yourself, to me, to whoever. But always remember to be kind. And if you haven't already, click that subscribe button, because baby, there's more material like this coming all the time. The world never ceases to speak, and nor does life ever cease to stop loving you. Messages coming soon. Check back in. I love you. Bye.